Okay, folks, let me know if you can hear me. We're going to get started. Let me know if you can hear me, please. All right. Hey, Sal, how are you? I want to welcome everybody to the 10-year note auction trade room at 10-minute trades. My name is Lee Goldstein. I'm the trading director. Please remember, all trades are for educational purposes. It is possible to lose money trading futures, so please trade carefully. And I want to say hello to all our YouTube members that are out there watching the trade room. Thanks for watching. Give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you hit the notification bell, you'll know the next time that we're here trading live. All right. So we're going to get ready for the 10-year note auction. We're up a little bit of money today. Our first trade was nice, the oil trade, another lousy oil trade. Oil's definitely not behaving well, and neither is natural gas. Both of them are, sort of being watched more closely because they're just not as automatic as they had been. They've been very good for quite a while. So it's not unusual to see them acting more difficult now that time, now that there's been so many profitable trades. It's frustrating, nevertheless. So the bond trades, you never know what's going to happen in a bond trade. The auctions come out, and sometimes they move explosively, and sometimes they're dull. You never know with bonds. So it just is what it is with bonds. So let's look at let's look at the daily report on the bond trade. Make sure that you know that you're trading 621, a ZB 621. And this particular trade, it's been 50-50. So I'm trying to think in February, let's see if we canceled it in the trade room in February. I'm not sure that we did. Let's take a quick look and see if we did. Give me 1 second. So 10-year notes in February. Supposed to wait 60 seconds for the cancel. Sometimes these bond reports, they take longer, even longer than 60 seconds. So let's see what happened in February. Uh, 13:01:30 is our entry time. So there's our orders on the chart. My memory is that we had I don't remember. No, this one I don't remember. 30-year, I think, was good. And 7-year, I think, was good. So it's 13:02, 40 seconds now. Maybe it was a cancel. 60 seconds is the cancel time. And you're supposed to follow the cancel rules on the bond trades. We've extended the cancels. They used to be 40 seconds. We've made them longer. So this is officially a cancel, and that's what it was. And then there was a small, pretty inconsequential move. It looks like 2 ticks. That's 2 ticks. So that would have filled you to the short side if you stayed in. And maybe you would have gotten 1 tick. And it wouldn't have been easy because it reversed immediately. So not a very good reaction on the trade. So that was officially a cancel. Let's see if I have January. I do. Take a look at January 12th. Also a 60-second cancel. So that's 15 seconds into the time. Still no reaction yet. $30, no reaction. And this is normal. Normally, now there's your reaction. So it goes up just enough to fill you, which, and then you want it to fill you and hit your first target. That's the best. That's the best scenario. Fill me and hit the first target. So it looks like we got a couple of ticks out of that. Got a couple of ticks. Or did we? Got filled at 25. No, we didn't. So it filled us at 25 and it took me out at 23, unfortunately. So that was not, and then if you would have stayed in, look, it worked. So if you get a jolt, it's sort of like API. If you get a jolt like that, you should stay. That's what we usually see about the bonds. If you get a jolt in a direction that fills you, you might as well stay and see if you can get 2 to 4 ticks out of it. So that's what we'll try and do if it does that. I'm tempted to trade an extra contract, but for the past 6 months, it really hasn't done very much. So if there's an explosion and we have 2 contracts on, we'll still have a good trade. So I think it makes more sense to just trade normally on this one, but because of its behavior has been pretty dull. I mean, if you look at the DMM, the daily report, it just doesn't have, in the past 6 months, the best it's done is 6 ticks. That's the best that it's done. 6 ticks. With 3 cancellations, that is 6. 3 cancellations out of 6. So it's pretty quiet. It's pretty quiet. Let's see if we have September. September was one of the better reports. So 1301.30, the orders go on the chart. and you get a little bit of a jolt, a nice jolt, hits the first target. So maybe, and I remember thinking that I moved my stop too close to the price. In other words, I moved my stop to break even plus 1. I would have been smarter to move it to break even, because it might still have kicked back and stopped us out. Yes, it did actually. But you give yourself a better chance maybe to get some extra ticks. Okay. And do I have anything before September 9th? I'm sure I do. 9/9. That would be 9/1 maybe. Bear with me. Let's see. Do we have what's before? Do I have 9/9? Let's go. Let me see how far back I can go. I can go back to May. No, I can go to March. Let's look at a report in March, a year ago. A year ago, almost to the day. Almost to the day. Here's March 11th, 2020. March 11th. It's a bad, it's not a good video. It's not behaving itself. Okay, so 1301.30, there's our orders. $1301.40, so 15 seconds it fills. Not a very big move. And it reverses. So this report has not been doing great. Not been doing great. Let's look at May, just for fun. May 12th. So we look for 1301.30. There's our entry. Almost. There it is. Brackets on the chart. Back in May, we were doing a 40-second cancel, not 60. We were doing 40. And then we discovered these reports were just triggering slowly. And that one went through the target and didn't fill it. Then we got 3 ticks total. Wound up getting 3 ticks. I think you have to be willing to get stopped out on this report for the shot that it's going to continue to move in the direction that it fills you. So if you trade 2 contracts and you have a 3-tick stop, it's about $187.50 risk. The tick value is 31.25, Dave. $31.25 on ZB. 31.25. So it's a big tick. It's a big tick count. which I like. Because if you get a nice big fat burst, you can get a nice profit. And bonds are volatile. The market is looking at them very carefully these days. I think there's an opportunity that there can be a move. The question is, will it go our direction? You know, will it go one direction? Fill us and pay us. That's what we want. I want to get filled and I want to get paid. Right? That's always the goal. Fill me and pay me. Let's check our sink, our kitchen sink, by going to time.is. And every day when I go to time.is, my computer gets put in sync, which is good. We always like that. So our setup, the setup that I'm going to use. Now, I will say this. You could ignore this. Well, no, you know what? You can read that. You don't have to ignore that. You can read that. I haven't looked at that. That's been on here for 5 years, I think. So we're going to wait a full minute for a cancel. Targets 2 ticks and 6 ticks. 3 tick stop. Make sure that your strategy mode is on strategy internal. It almost always is. So that should not be a question or an issue. So I'm going to set up a trade, right click the chart, click on strategy, double click our top strategy, bracket of 2, big bracket, and a target of 2 and 6, a stop of 3. So risking about $187.50. Entry time is 13:01:30. Everybody asks why? Why 13:01:30? Because over the years, that's the time we discovered that the report moves. So it's probably really a 13:01 report. It's not 1300. It's probably 13:01. And 13:01:30 gives us enough time for something to happen, the market to register a reaction, and then we wait 60 seconds from 13:01:30. And if you don't get filled in 60 seconds, we do cancel it. Now, we will normally hear the news, whether it comes out on Financial Juice Pro. They always mention it when it comes out, so we will hear it. So that's the setup. It's a breakout trade, mode, strategy internal, label, ZB, the index, 10-year. Okay, trading for real. Entry time 13:01:30. Bracket of 2. Little bracket of 2. 1 position for 2 ticks. 1 position for 6 ticks. Breakout trade. Apply it. Okay it. Charts go on live, and we're up $175 so far today. Yes, the last couple of trades have been pretty wild. And it is 10-year notes. It's not bonds, it's 10-year notes. We trade the bonds on it, which is kind of interesting because that's the index that moves on this report. It's the bonds that tend to move. And not the 15-year, not, but we trade the 30 because that's the one that moves. That's been our experience for years and years and years. Years and years and years. So 60-second cancel. And this is our last trade of the day. Tomorrow is pretty busy. And we start early tomorrow. $7:30 trade room for the Euro main refi rate. We'll stay in the room for Thursday unemployment claims. We'll stay in the room for the ECB press conference. And then not sure what I'm going to do on JOLTS. I'll probably trade natural gas again. And I'll definitely trade the 30-year bond. So there's a lot of action tomorrow early, starting early, 7:30 Eastern time. What time does it end, Alex? What time does it end? Well, the auction takes place theoretically at 1 o'clock, 1:01. So I guess that's when it ends, right? If that's what you mean. Drew answered you. Bond price went up. Don't Spicy, I don't know what you're talking about. Spicy, we didn't trade yet. We don't trade until 13:01 and 30 seconds. And we have a 60-second window. If we get a reaction, we'll trade it. If not, we'll cancel it. Okay? And then we'll be back tomorrow for like four more trades. All based around events. Spicy, we trade around events. Thanks, Alex. How do you get the updates on the bond price? We subscribe to a company called financialjuice.com. There's a small charge. And investing.com, if you sit on their browser, create a login for yourself, and create an alert, most of the time they give you the result also. And you could also go to the government website also. There is a government website. And that government website is www.treasury.gov. Treasury.gov. Okay, and the updates we'll see usually on investing.com. They'll show what the auction went out at. For us, we don't care that much about anything except how does it react? Will it fill our orders and give us a profit? That's what we're looking for. I'm going to check my time one more time just for fun. I'm going to sync my computer by going to the website time.is. And I can hear Financial Juice speaking in my ear, believe it or not. He's saying that the treasuries right now are, their yields are at the low. There's definitely a possibility of a move, I think. So if there's a jolt, I'm not going to move my stop to anything but break even or break even -1. I'm not going to go break even plus. Definitely not going to go plus break even. If I get filled and hit my first target, I might move my stop to break even, preferably break even -1, so that if there's a further move, we'll be able to catch it. Because I usually jump out of this trade too fast. And if I get stopped out on this trade, we're going to lose about $8 on the day. Possibly. If it's normal. If everything goes as normal. If we make money, right now we're up $175. I'm risking 187 plus or minus on this trade. And you never know what's going to happen. So obviously we're not going to guarantee what's going to happen. Trading's been, I would say trading has been challenging. You got to really, really pick your battles. That's the truth. Got to really pick your battles. And even our best battles have been sometimes difficult. But the markets are extremely volatile these past couple of weeks, especially this last week. There's a lot going on in the world. I think people in general have gone crazy. Everybody is acting inappropriately everywhere you go. It's mind-boggling. I think people have forgotten their manners. People have forgotten their manners. So we're going to be well-mannered. We're not going to scream or yell. We're going to behave ourselves. And we're looking for a good trade. 1301.30, our orders will show up on the chart. 1301.30. And we'll give it a full minute to respond. And if it doesn't respond in a minute, I'll cancel. I'll cancel the trade. Those are our rules. Those are our rules. Am I pronouncing your name right? Wajwan Ko? Am I close? Wajwan Ko. I'm thinking maybe I'm close. Maybe I'm not. I'm going to enter, my orders are going to be 2 ticks above and below the current price of the ZB, which right now is 158.03. So if my orders were placed right now, they would be 158.06, 05, and 158.01. 05 would be my long, 01 would be my short. Okay. It really depends on where the price winds up at 1301.30. There's a little bit of movement, one tick here and there we're seeing. And we have 1 more minute and 5 seconds. Close enough, right? I understand. Everybody mispronounces my name. Believe it or not, my name is spelled Leigh. I've been called Leg, Lay, Lee, Lug, everything. Leigh, Labe, Leg. I don't know where they get leg from. Hey, Leg. Hey, Arm. What's up, Arm? I wish I had $100 for every time someone pronounced my name wrong. All right, we got 15 seconds, and you'll see our orders on the chart, little X's. And whatever happens, happens. There's the orders. So now we wait 1 full minute. If we get filled, we got filled and it's like no move at all. All right. So it reversed completely and stopped me out. So it gave me 2 ticks. I made 67, 62.50. I got very concerned at the reversal. So it hit my first target and did a quick reversal and stopped me out. So we made a quick $62. So our profit for the day, 237.50. And you know what? Look at the move. We did the right thing by getting out today. It would have stopped us out. Jaquan, thank the heavens. Jaquan, send me a picture. And I could do a little bit. Jaquan, I could talk about staying with it. Okay? Staying with it. Jaquan, in all honesty, thank God. You need that. Right? To end the day with a profitable trade so that you feel like there's hope, right? You got to always feel like there's hope. Closed all my positions before the bond auction. No idea what impact it could have on the markets. Oh, Jean-Pierre, you didn't have to do that. It does not have very much impact on the markets, except for the bond markets like ZB, ZN, ZF. It's only important. Yes, Jake, we do have a recording. It's only important. Jake, send me an email, help@10minutetrades.com. help@10minutetrades.com and request the recording, okay? Because we wouldn't normally send it out. But Jean-Pierre, most trades, I would do what you did, like CPI will affect all the markets, but the bond report, it doesn't have that big effect on most of the other markets unless the results are totally unexpected. Do you follow me? Totally unexpected. Arjun, we don't care if the yields are expected to rise, fall, or fly away on a bird's back. All we care about is that there is a tradable response to the report, which we got, and we grabbed 2 ticks. We're trading the event. We're not trading the analysis of the data in the sense of whether yields go up or down, sideways. We don't care. We're trading the event, okay, and how it moves. I mean, Chris, they will respond. They will respond, but it shouldn't be such a big response that it's going to blow you out of your trade, okay? If you follow me, if you're a discretionary trader. I mean, look, gold. Now, gold is something else. Gold is a universal indicator. Maybe we should be trading gold on the bond reports. Look at this. Look at that move. Chantal, I have so much work for you. Chantal. Chantal, you got to earn your money this month. I got work for you. I'm serious. Jan, you retracted your message. What'd you say? But usually you don't have to retract your message. We're not going to yell at you. We're not going to yell at you. Chantal, look at the move. I traded that poorly, Mike. That's the truth. I didn't trade that well. No, Chantal, no. It's never ending. It never ends, Chantal. It never ends. The work never stops. Okay? The work never stops. So we got back about a little bit less than half of our oil trade. Profit of 237.50 on the day. I don't mind that. That's okay. But we learned a great lesson how to trade CPI. How to trade CPI. Mike, send me a picture. Mike, send me a picture. I have a webinar Thursday. Hey, folks, sign up for my webinar. Sign up for my webinar Thursday. I sent everybody an email. Please sign up for my webinar Thursday. YouTube question. Traded GC. Very nice, Chris. What time was your entry? What time is your entry? John, I do not know the answer to that. I want to tell you the truth. I don't know the answer to that, John. Because I don't really look at stocks at all. I don't look at stocks at all. Chris, why are you on YouTube? Aren't you a trade room member? Or maybe you're not. Chris, are you a trade room member? Now, why did you enter 5 seconds early instead of waiting till 13:01:30? Just curious. Chantal, you should make a note about that. Jake asked a question. Oh. Hey, Jake, I don't even pay attention to risk and reward. If you trade events and you worry about risk and reward, you will never make money because we're trading events that we often know are going to have a very big opportunity for a profit. So we will often ignore risk to reward. Okay? That's the honest truth. Okay, Chris, I got it. I understand. That's fine. Chris, thanks for the heads up on gold. Love it. Absolutely love it. Targets of 715. What I would do, Chris, I would want to test the entry time of 13:01:30 to see if it fits our analysis on bonds. But I love targets of 7 and 15, and I love a stop of 12. I think you're really doing the right thing. I think you're doing the right thing. It's a good gold setting. It's a good gold setting. It's a good baseline setting, Chris, if you know what I mean. What percentage of our trades give a profit? If one more person asks me that, I will jump off a roof. Jake, I don't know. But what you could ask me is what percentage of the bond reports give you a profit? That's how you have to look at it. Okay? That's how you have to look at it. Carlo, we don't care if bonds are selling or buying. We only care if they move on the auction. That's it. That's all we care about. We don't analyze whether bonds are going up or down or sideways. We're just looking to see what the reaction is, and we're trading the reaction. Jake, do you understand what I'm saying? I just keep track of the individual reports, not all of them, because you're not going to trade all of them. You're not going to trade all of them. You're going to trade the reports that are working. Trade the reports that are working. I would say 65% of the bond trades. Jake, in the past 6 months, it's been 50%. Hey, Jake, in the past 6 months, this report, I'll show you the results. In the past 6 months, if you traded it well, it would have been 50-50, Jake, 50-50. But 3 were canceled. They weren't stopped out. They weren't canceled. TK, we made a small profit. Okay, Jake? So I got stopped out on one of the months that could have been profitable had I traded it better. Okay, so it all depends on, a lot of times it'll depend on your trend management. Brian, that's surprising. Why would the yen? Well, everything moves on bonds, really. Everything moves on bonds. Why are there so many people on YouTube interested in the bond trade? You know why? Because the market's looking at bonds right now. The market is looking at bonds. And the market's worried about bonds. So, but we don't worry about bonds. All we care about, see, Carlos, we're not trading stocks. I'm sorry your stocks are going red, but we're not trading stocks. We're just trading reactions to events. That's it. We trade reactions to events. TK, you follow me? The auction for me today was profitable. Whether it made bonds go up, down, sideways, or doesn't really matter to us. Okay? Because we are not normal. We don't trade normally. We trade totally differently than any other company you ever saw. If you are interested in learning how we trade, go to our website. Seriously, go to our website, get our free weekly schedule. We won't even charge you. All right? Get our free weekly schedule. And you could watch some free videos if you create an account. All right, folks, we're done. We're done until tomorrow. And YouTube, people on YouTube, give us a like. Sign up for our YouTube channel. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow on the 30-year bonds, starting at 12:30 Eastern Time. Starting at 12:30 Eastern Time. We'll be here. Okay? Now, some people will say we missed the move. And you could argue that maybe we did, but we caught the move down because that was the reaction on the auction. Then it had its real reaction after the market had time to absorb the actual results. Okay? So YouTubers, give us a like. Visit with us tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern Time for the 30-year bond auction. That's our favorite. So long, Shaw. I'll see everybody tomorrow. All my friends in the trade room, we survived the day, right? We survived the day, if you all know what I mean. So everybody have a great rest of the day, and I'll see everybody tomorrow morning early, 7:30. Mike, it'll all come back, Mike. It's all going to come back if it hasn't already. I know. Mike, is that your real picture? Is that your real picture? You're young, dude. You're young. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. My body's like falling apart, dude. Falling apart. All right, folks. SGU too. SGU too. All right. I'll see everybody tomorrow at 7:30. 7:30. You said it, Dave. Dave, you said it. Is that a beard I see, Dave? I can't tell. All right. Everybody, really enjoying the trade room, really enjoying the chat, really enjoying that everybody's so nice. That's the truth. Really enjoying being the moderator at this company. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, folks. See you later.